Around the world pec flies, you don't see these done much anymore. They were more of an old school movement, if you will. If you want to say best exercises for overall chest development or overall chest engagement, is this exercise right here. You engage and stimulate the entire chest in one motion. However, the amount of weight, you can see he's doing the fives, even though we're demonstrating, he probably would never go over 20 pounds on this. Because you see your rotator cuff, you're utilizing your rotator cuff in its entirety. So like in around the world, like he's gonna do a full circle or a sphere. By doing this at a decline, which is where you typically wanna do this, look at the stretch he gets in his chest at the bottom, and he's using the same technique that we talk about, using the stretch and keeping the same tension into a contraction. It never leaves his chest. So he's burning right now on 5 pounds. His face is showing the burn. What he's doing with 5 pounds is something you would take maybe a 100-pound dumbbell, 120-pound dumbbell to do on just a normal press, but you would lack all the different areas. The other thing too, aside from rotator cuff and shoulder injuries, he's stretching his bicep, he's stretching his lat, his shoulders, everything is being stretched when he does this. You have to make sure you're limber, that you've warmed up, that you don't have any injuries or anything nagging things that are pulling muscles or tightening muscles, because you can cause a severe injury from this. You don't see it done anymore. I don't know why. Maybe it's because most bodybuilders, we can't move. We put on muscle too fast. We're not taking care of ourselves with active release and a bunch of other methods that we could be doing, we should. But you can see Milos actually incorporated this a lot. And if you want to see another example is Dennis Wolf. Dennis Wolf does this with Milos Sarchev, and he'll explain to you how painful it was. I think he did 15 pounds.
So I like reversing direction. So I started coming like this, where I'm scooping up with my upper chest, and I'm getting my stretch right here. And then I reverse direction, where I'm getting my stretch on my upper chest, and then pulling it in with my lower chest.
So if you've seen in Ronnie Coleman's videos, there's a way to do it for your lats and a way to do it for your chest. When you're doing the dumbbell overheads or pullovers, is where you would hold the dumbbell here, bring it down, stretch your lat and chest, and then in one movement, you're just bringing it straight up here, back down. He's doing the same thing here, which really hits the lats hard, but also hits the chest and expands the rib cage. That's another aspect of around the world. So I'm doing on both styles is actually expanding the rib cage, and Arnold talks about that a lot in trying to get a bigger rib cage for overall chest.
If you want to expand the rib cage more and get a better stretch, then big deep breath. Your rib cage expanding will stretch the chest muscles more. So big deep breath, and then then you get more of a stretch. Breath out on the way up. Big stretch, and breathe out.
And anybody thinking already, when you hear or read Arnold's encyclopedia or Arnold talking about expanding your rib cage, stretching your shoulder girdle, causing your shoulders to elongate more and have a wider girth or a wider look to you, this is true over time, especially with stretching, but never do this with weight because you will cause injury. You're causing an unnatural pull, and the more weight you add to try to make this happen, you're going to cause something to tear. So I already know what people are thinking here. Just keep that in mind and do a more slow, progressive style.